Too good. Yeah, do you know what? The energies at the moment, oh my gosh, everybody I talk to, they say, well, I don't know what it is, but I feel a bit worn out. And I think, do you know what? Absolutely right. Street pretty woman, to me, pretty woman. Yeah, resting. Right, okay, my darlings. As you, mercy. Nancy. Hello, my little darling. How are you? Pretty woman. Well, I'm all raring to go tonight. Are you? Right. Who's got a question for me? Demi Roy Orbison. Oh, we had a beautiful voice. Wasted. Yeah, I know how to growl, darling. Did you, by any chance, get any of your cut? No, darling, I haven't. I've not been able to get in touch with my auntie Shirley lately. I don't know why, and it's a 300-mile trip to go down there. I've not felt 100% to be driving either, unfortunately. So no. Right, Gaia Emrys. Am I supposed to do what I've started? Right, let's pull out a card for you, my little darling. Okay. Let's have a look. Keep concentrating on it, Gaia. Let's turn that down a bit because I should be just too busy getting involved in all that. Am I supposed to be doing what I've started, Gaia? Okay, let's have a look. Oh, right. Okay, Gaia. Well, the first thing it says is you're carrying, let's put it back in front, carrying everybody else's burdens. So it seems like you're doing a lot for other people all the time, carrying them here, carrying them there. I think you've got to give yourself a little more time for yourself. All right, my darling. So that's the card I've pulled out for you, because sometimes, and it's sometimes we want to do as much as we can to help people, but we've got to make time for ourselves. So whatever it is you've started to do, make sure, it's the wrong way, make sure that you're able to cope with it and it's not too much for you, okay? Because that's what that is there. Okay, my darling. So that makes sense to you, my little darling. I have a question. Yeah, no, I've answered your question, my little darling, and yeah, thank you. You're welcome. You're most welcome, sweetheart. Most welcome. We'll get a few more people on here and just see what's stopped now. So perhaps that was a good idea, actually, that stopped. Okay. Why are my guides so quiet? Are you listening, my darling? You know, we always say this. Why are they so quiet? Why are they not talking to me? Why am, but you've got to make time to talk to your guides, because if you make time, if you sit every day, if you can, for a while, and just concentrate on your guides, and sometimes they are answering you, but you don't realize. It's just like they drop ideas and things into your head. It's not always your idea, it's your guides talking to you sometimes, and you don't realize it. So you've got to listen. They're not always quiet, darling. Okay. So that makes sense to you, Shiva. But Shiva, I've just pulled out this card as well for you, and it says that there's a new chapter opening up in your life. So you know sometimes also that could mean that you've got new guides coming in, because although we keep one particular guide from the time we're born right throughout our lives, um, we also have other guides come in for different reasons. So whatever we're involved in at the time, we may get a new guide come in, and it's those little thoughts that drop in your head. You know, like you say to you, sometimes you think you're talking to yourself when you're thinking, and it's not. It's your guides. So I feel stuck, but I'm not sad. Is that normal? Right, okay. If you feel stuck, sometimes we feel as if we're just having that we're not getting any further. Well, sometimes it's because oh, sorry. Where's my water? Sometimes it's because we're thinking we're stuck, but we're just sort of having a break in between different things. And when we're developing mediumship or our psychic abilities, but mainly mediumship, we have different things they try different things with us. So it might seem as if things are going quiet and things are not moving on, but they are. And as long as you're giving yourself plenty of nourishment and soul nourishment, sorry, and soul nourishment, go out into nature, get those energies back into yourself, look after yourself, and that gives you the ability to quieten your mind. And this is when we hear spirit, and this is when we can unblock those, if we feel blocked in any way, our chakras start moving properly, spinning properly, because they can slow down depending on how we feel. So if we go out into nature and let Mother Earth and nature, you get all those energies in you, even if you don't realize how much they're working. Thank you. Feel changes coming. That's good. Yeah. Okay. Well, that's what it says, darling. So oh gosh. So yeah, we think nothing's happening, and we think, oh gosh, my mediumship, I've started to develop, and all of a sudden it stopped. It's all gone. I can't feel my spirit guides around me. I can't connect. I can't seem to connect. I can't understand what's happening, and it's just a normal way sometimes when your mediumship is developing. When they start to try different things with you, try something else. But the main thing is do what you love, because all of a sudden you might think, oh, blow it, I'll do some drawing. And that could be your guides doing that for it. I'm going to have to just excuse myself for a minute while I get my water, because I've left my water in the other room. So it won't be 5 minutes. Come on, baby. in here, but come on, in here, because you'll cry if you stay out there, won't you? Oh dear. Oh, that's better. Got enough water in there, I think. Yeah, so let's have a look. What else have we got? Campsite Pro. My soul group has been extraordinary. Wonderful. We seem to have known each other for lifetimes. Yeah, wonderful, darling. But can you tell me what the outlaw aspect is about? Outlaw aspect. I'm not quite sure what you mean, darling. What can you elaborate on that a bit? Because I don't know what you mean by outlaw aspect. So send him rake in if you want it. Yes, I always do. Yes, darling. Thank you so much, Gaia. I would like Reiki sent. Yeah. I'm always up for healing. I never say no. It's just that I get this sometimes. Thank you, sweethearts. Thank you. So, Campsite Pro, if you could tell me, darling, what you mean. Hello, Tam. Hello, my darling. Yeah, lovely. That's wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Thank you for coming on. That's lovely. I do love to see you all. Thank you. Now, yeah, my soul group has been extraordinary. We seem to have known each other for lifetimes. You probably have, yeah, because we do. We evolve on a soul with our soul groups, and it's funny because when we're on the earth and we meet somebody, and we think, God, I've only just met you, but I feel as if I've always known you, and you get on so well. It's probably because you have known them in previous lifetimes, you see. I'll pull a card out for you, Campsite. I don't know what to call you, darling. Campsite, powerful, honourable, and deeply loving. Yeah. Yeah. Well, maybe that's just something that I don't know everything. I'm still learning myself. I've been 30 years and I'm only just scratching the surface of mediumship. And probably the fringes are literally outlaws, fringes of society, but powerful, honourable, and deeply loving. Well, when you've got those sort of connections, I would say that is absolutely wonderful. Can't tell you any more about all that, though, I'm afraid. My dad passed in November. Do you feel any message from? His name was Ron, which is part of my name, Sharon. Oh, how lovely, darling. Well, I've got a gentleman. As soon as I start to rise up to the spirit world, I feel a very nice gentleman here. Now, if this isn't your dad, then I'd be surprised, but he's got a really nice way about him. He seems fairly easygoing man, and yeah, he's got a nice way about him, not, easy going, easy to get on with. I do feel there may have been, there could have been, I felt it was something to do with the heart, right? And I've also got a connection here with James as well. But I did feel that there was something with the heart area, and I don't feel he was that old, not really old, when he passed into the spirit world. Where's that one gone? That's for Shiva, darling. That's for Shiva. So I hope that helps. What's this? have crocheted anything gorgeous lately. Do you know what? I keep starting, but my hands have been really, really painful lately as well. So I've got this thing. It's it's a bee cure thing. This is that I use, on it. So I've not been doing much crocheting, but I do try to keep on with that, because I think the more you use your hands, if you've got problems, which I have, I've got arthritis, which I've had for many, many, many years. I've got a replacement in my toe that I've had for years. It all started when I was in my 30s. So I don't crochet as much as I'd like to. Yeah. Okay, darling. Use a tuning fork on my hand. I haven't got tuning fork. I've got singing bowls. I've got singing bowls. I've got. I find if I did have an accident with this one, and I'm waiting to see. The osteopath can't help me, so they're going to put me in touch with the hospital, and I will get it X-rayed. So, it's life. It's life. We all have things, don't we, darlings? Can't let it get you down, can you? I would not mind a card, just general. Sasha. Yes, darling. Yes, darling. Do you accept? Yes, darling. Yes, of course, sweetheart. There should be something popped up the other day. I don't know what it was. I'm very new to YouTube, really, so I don't know. But thank you very much. Yes, and yeah, and I do have buy me a coffee as well. There's a thing on here. I don't know what it is. Show support. Oh, there should be a thing on there. But anyway, let's get you a card out, my darling. I would, yeah, of course, yeah. I'll get you a card out and see what's in store. What would you like, a Morgan Greer or an angel one? Or the Telltale Tarot, of course, which I've got here. So, is there a preference? Yeah, I think the tuning fork could be good, actually, but yeah, I don't happen to have one of those, so and they're so expensive. I don't. I've had so many other things. I use crystals and things as well. So yeah, right. Sasha. Right, this is a card for you, my little darling. Okay, let's see what I pull out for you, love. See what sort of guidance. And I do ask Tim, because he does come close to me sometimes while I don't expect him to come all the time, but he does come. And that's lovely. And my mum comes too. She's just started coming here when I do these, especially lives. I've just realised that. Yeah, she was a medium as well, you see. So let's have a look. Okay. Oh, right. So we've got a reunion, Sasha, with old friends, new friends. There's a big celebration coming up, and it's going to be a good time as well, because it's to do with the emotions. There's the cups, so it's a way of it seems like, whoops, it seems like that. Christmas time was a bit quieter than usual, so you've got this to make up for it. So that's what I'm pulled out for you, my darling. Okay, there you are. So go and enjoy this wonderful. You'll probably meet up with haven't seen for years as well. So it's all very good. It could be something to do with a birthday or a christening or something like that. Okay. So It's a celebration anyway. Okay, my darling. So that one was for you, Sasha. Okay, sweetheart. Hope you got that all right. Who else is here? The other thing that helps with my hands, 65 years and crocheting since yet 7. I do see your Tam. I look at your crocheting, yes, on your YouTube channel. That is lovely. Yeah. And is to rub the sore spots with hematite. Oh, yeah. Oh, hematite. Yes. Yes. Good idea. Yeah, I use, I've got salt thing, salt crystals as well, a salt lamp, and a long salt wand as well. And anything that helps. And I do talk to the crystals as well, because I know I've seen them in like a vision that they, when I had them, there was all vibrating at different levels. It's funny because some had like a fast vibration and you could see all the energy going up like that, and then the others had a much slower, gentler. Yeah, that they are absolutely amazing, but you do have to ask them to work with you and cleanse them often either under a cold water tap or in the moonlight. Put them on the window ledge in the moonlight. I don't know whether that's what you do with yours, but yeah. So there we are, my little darling. Any messages from my late husband, Condor Seals? Right, okay, darling. Well, he's a different man here. I've got a different man here than I had just now. So he's more serious. And the other man that I had, was it Ron? Yeah, Ron. The other man that I had, Ron, was quite a gentle, easygoing man, whereas this man is more sort of focused, if that makes sense. He's upright, he's focused, he knows what he's doing, he knows what he's doing with it within his business. And so let me just look. Any message from my late husband? Well, that's what he's like. This person, he's knows what he's doing. He can think straight. He's focused. This man, an upright man, I feel. Oh gosh, and I do feel he would have gone very quickly too. This man, it was like he was there one minute, gone the next. So and he says, keep striving, whatever it is you're doing, darling. He's saying, keep striving on, keep going. He's giving you that support, that he would have given you while he was on the earth. So he's giving that support, my darling, and he's with you. Yeah, and he said he has, right. I've got I don't know whether it's you, darling, whether it's like sadness that I'm feeling here, but I'm feeling upper part of the chest as well, and I do feel a lot of love coming your way. Okay, darling, for that. I cleanse my stones in the sound bowl. Oh, how lovely. Well, I got my singing bowl from Pushkar, Rajasthan, when I went for a spiritual retreat there. I went on a spiritual journey to Pushkar, the holy town of Pushkar, and I went with my friend Gyan, and I saw all sorts of singing bowls. No, we've got to buy them here. We've got to go here because I know where they come from. And, they come from the Himalayas, and this is where he brings them over from there. And she knew this man. So we went there. And actually, when I played it, I felt it here. did something here. Oh, thank you, my little darling. Tam Salts, thank you, my love. That's so kind of you, sweetheart. I do appreciate it. Thank you, love. Yeah, and I went and made puja, what they call puja, with a gentleman there, and we did, a ceremony and to our ancestors, because I was all Hindu, and I was able to bless my singing bowl in the holy Pushkar Lake there. So that was, yeah. Hello, my little darling. My friend Ruth Williams passed away in her sleep Monday night. Is it too early? No, it's not too early, darling, because I've heard from people from who are actually not quite passed away. I've communicated with them because they wanted to. So it's all about whether they want to. I cannot summon anyone. I cannot call anybody up, and I wouldn't dream of it. But I do open myself up, and when you talk, I do feel she was a very gentle lady. Okay, I can feel her energy actually coming through, and I do feel a very nice, gentle lady. And I've also got June. I just heard June. And April. I just heard June and April as well, in connection there. It could be either a birthday, a passing, but you should know about that. It's either connects with you, or this is just to say that she needs to know that. She's just saying that this is just proof. So you need to know that that is her. Okay, darling. Right. I know that I've been coughing and my voice, but I felt there was something with her voice, whether she sort of got like things, like my coughing fit, what I had just now, and so I don't know whether that's hers, whether she's showing me that. Yeah, she was very gentle and kind, and that's exactly what I felt, my darling. I am so pleased because I just felt her lovely, gentle energy come in. And I did feel that she would have either have, had a croak in her voice or something sometimes, or something like that, darling. She was telling me, but she's sending lots of love your way as well. I don't know what she's talking about, a handkerchief and a ring. She's talking about a handkerchief, and I don't know whether it's a special handkerchief or whether she always had one, or whether it was okay, a smoker's cough. Tell her I love her. She knows, my darling, because as you write that, she is there. I can feel her energy. I've got goosebumps on my arms. I've gone cold, shiver up the back. So if you feel anything like that, darling, and across your head, that's her, sweetheart. Okay, so that's lovely. Wendy, you caught me live. Whoa. I'm glad. I know people have said to me, look, you should put the day, but I don't always feel up to it 100%. So I come on when I really feel 100%, you see. So that's why. So it's nice. I'm glad you've caught me live. Yeah. Yeah, that is absolutely lovely, darling. Yeah, so I'm glad that she came. You're welcome, my little darling. Renee, you're welcome, sweetheart. Thank you for your support all this time that I've been on. You've supported me, and I'm really, really grateful to you, darling. Yeah, any more questions? That's lovely. Yeah, I've got quite a few people now on here not as many as what it could have been, but it don't matter because you're all getting your questions answered, so that's good, isn't it? Yeah, I hope you're all doing well, and looking after yourselves. Most important, all looking after ourselves, you see. We've got to do that. So, yeah. So, anyway, I've got to keep drinking my water so I don't choke again. Mine's not a smoker's cough, but I have suffered where, people have smoked around me, and and when I was a baby, I had whooping cough, so it's always affected me. Not that I'm a baby now, but yeah. So there we are, my darlings. So it looks as if you've all had your questions answered there. So yeah. Yeah, I think after Christmas, we've all been working so hard, that we all need to now have a bit of a sit back, don't we? Taurus there, suffering with anxiety. Will I find answers and get this calmed down? Yes, my little darling. I believe you will, because I believe that it's up to us all to look after ourselves. Oh, I thought I only had half the cards there. That's better. Yeah, because I always find, because I've suffered from it too, and I've suffered from panic attacks, anxiety, post traumatic syndrome, PTSD, all that sort of thing, my darling. And I tell you what I have found, and this is the breath work. Now, if you haven't heard of breath work, and it's not just about deep breathing, there's much more to it. Breath work. And of course, we've got so many videos on YouTube that so many videos on YouTube that you can find out how to deal with that as well. And if it doesn't improve, my darling, you can also go to the doctors and tell them about it, explain about it. But if everybody was to send healing while you're on here, sending healing to you as well, you see, darling, and the breath work, like that I find the breath work really, really helpful. And not just while you're having anxiety or anything, but just like, if you get up in the morning and you do some breath work, like take a deep breath in for 5, hold it for 5, and let it out for 6. Longer, always longer, letting the breath out than what it is holding it in. And you do that. I mean, don't quote me because I'm not a breath worker, but I have done some of it myself and it does work. But I would go and find out from a professional, perhaps on YouTube somewhere, about where they tell you how to do it properly. All right, my darling. And so, yes, I think that will help you, Taurus. Okay? Right. Gurjit. Hello, my little darling. Will I marry my best man's friend? Oh, your best man's friend. My best man. Your best man friend. Okay, my darling, let's have a look. Will I marry my best man friend? I'm going to pull you one out of here. Mermaids and dolphins. I love these. So I'm going to pull you a card out. Will I marry my... keep thinking about that question in your mind. Hold it in your mind. Will Gurjit marry her best man friend? Let's look and see. Let's look and see. Will Gurgit marry her best man friend? Will Gurgit marry her best man friend? Let's have a look. Ooh. Oh, you're being helped, it says here. You're being helped. So, heaven is working behind the scenes to help you, even if you don't see results immediately. Okay, you know it's being worked on. So if this is the right man for you, my darling, it has to be, don't it? Because if we go with the flow, just go along with how things are panning out, then it has to be. And I'm not saying it's going to be. I'm saying if it's the right man for you. All right. Exciting. It's so exciting. It's so exciting. Da, 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 dee, dee. Wendy, I have been feeling someone from the spirit realm in my bedroom at night quite frequently lately. They even laid down on the other side of my bed once. Can you tell me who this is? Okay, my love, it may be somebody that's trying to let you know something. Now, the best way is to ask, and I don't mean ask me, I mean ask that person. Now, if you can feel them sit down on your bed or whatever it is, and you can feel their presence, then you must be able to ask them and say, who is this trying to contact me? What do you want? What do you need to know? It could be a relative. It could be there could have been something that's happened it could be somebody trying to warn you, give you a little warning or advice, whatever. And so it's better that you ask those yourself. And I mean, sometimes it depends. I can remember, as I say, I was a living carer, and I used to go from house to house to house and live in different places. And twice I can remember, well, occasionally, probably more than twice, but the two significant times I felt exactly the same thing. Somebody sitting on my bed, and in one place, and that's where somebody had just passed away. So they may be wanting you to pass on a message to somebody else. You may be able to be perceptive to that. So ask what they want, darling, because they may be coming to you so that you can pass on a message to somebody else. And in the other one, I know that there was a lot of unrest before the lady had passed into the spirit world, and of course it was in a 15-bedroom house that I was working in at the time, just me and the old gentleman that I was looking after, and his wife had died. So I felt the presence there, very much so, but it was because there was some unrest, you see, darling. Okay. And exciting indeed, Gurgit. Yes. Taurus. Yes. Thank you, Gurgit. Oh, let's have a look. Make sure I don't want this to go. The other day when I was on here, all the lights and everything went out. So, yeah, not the lights that I couldn't see on here. So this is better. And I'm on the laptop today instead of the phone. Yeah, try that, Wendy. See how you go, and let me know. Have you subscribed? Because then you can let me know in the comments. You know how you get on. I'm always interested to know how you get on. Yeah. So that is probably somebody I would say very close to you, if they've laid down on on the bed. Yeah, well, let me know then. Try it, Wendy. And let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear. I'd love to know the outcome of that. So, okay. So there we are, my little darlings. So I hope you're all okay, and hope you enjoyed that tonight. And thank you so much for joining me. And send love and healing to each other. It really does help. Yeah, especially Taurus. Because you'll find the answers. Yes, darling, we don't always need to know the outcome of everything. We really don't. Sometimes what we have to do is just go with the flow. The universe has got our back. They want us to succeed. If you can remove your mind from all these questions and torment and everything that you're going through, I feel that you'll be a lot better off then. Okay, my love? Did I pull out a card for you? I don't know whether I just answered it. Not just, but yeah, because also try a bit of smudging. You know what smudging is? I expect you do, but try a bit of smudging. Look, I've always got a smudge stick. Just burn the end of it off and go around your aura with it, Just go around your aura with it, because sometimes we pick up other people's energies and that makes us anxious, and sometimes it's not always ours. So we can clear all the negative thoughts, negative energies. All right, my darling. So I'm going to pull this one card out for you and see what it says about that. Will you get your questions answered? But I think to go with the flow and trust the universe, and just go along with everything, because things do always work out right in the end. You can't control things. Don't try to. Right. Guess what we got? Look at that. We got a beautiful angel, Temperance. Okay, darling. So there we have Raphael, the healing angel there. Okay, my darling. So that's what I've pulled out for you. Okay. Well, thank you all for joining me tonight. And wouldn't have been very good, would it? Peace and love to all. And I also agree with that. That's beautiful, darling. Thank you. So good night. I'm going. It's not here for me. It's probably afternoon where you are, some of you. But yes, so I hope you have a wonderful rest of the day. Thank you so much for all your love and support. So bye for now. Bye-bye.